Hey hey! Today I'm going to be dekitting these two paintings I recently finished. This one, it's been a while since I've finished that one, but this one I just finished this week. But I always like to save up a few dekittings so I can do them together so it doesn't take as long. At least in my mind it doesn't. If it actually does take less time, I'm not sure, but I like to think so. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. These ones, the stickers are just on the box, so they won't be easy to take off. Well, this one is, but usually they're not that easy to take off. But over here they're on washi tape, so they're very easy to peel off. I'm going to skip the ABs for now and start with the first normal color. So 152. If you haven't seen any of my videos yet where I dekit stuff or where I kit up, or at least when you haven't seen my spare storage solution, then this is the video that you're going to be seeing it in. I usually have, most of the times, at least 2 bags of spare drills. I keep the ones from Diamond Art Club or Carrot Art or Treasure Studios Art. Sometimes I keep them separate just because I like the quality of those. And then I have this other bag with just DMC code on there, with random leftovers basically. I also put on here DAC so that I know this one is from Diamond Art Club. And I have my spare storage. I will try to show you quickly. This is what it looks like. I have these little cards with the DMC sticker on there. And then I have the baggies with the little insert so they stand upright. I have 4 of these boxes, so I have quite a lot of spares by now. But that's a good thing because I'm using them for example, a crown jewel canvas. So that was a bit of an intro. I also have, for this color, for example, I only have this bag, so no Diamond Art Club version yet, which both of these paintings are, by the way. I already have my little bag of baggies here, so I'm going to take some out. Also have my inserts for the bags. And also have the stickers, but there's only one on here. So another sticker sheet. So when I don't have a bag already, I'm just going to be making one. 155 DAC. Put that on the bag. I'm going to try to not edit this video, by the way. I'm only going to edit it if something happens, if something unexpected happens, or if I say something very, very stupid. So if there's sometimes a bit of a silence or some weird wording, I hope you can deal with that, because these videos take such a long time to edit, mainly because you have to re-listen to yourself that whole video, and that's a lot of work. That's a lot of time spent doing that, so I'm going to try to avoid that. I have my little trash, what's this called? I can't think of the name. Little trash bin, sort of, over here on the side. And I try to go in DMC order. So now this one's first 208 and this one 224. So I'm going to leave that to the side right now and move on to 208. From that one, I don't have a Diamond Art Club version yet either. It's a bit it's a bit crammed in here, so I'm going to make some room. Then it won't all fit in frame for you to see, but it will make it a lot easier for me to work with. So I'm going to be doing that. Hope you're okay with that. This painting, this left one, the Cooking by Candlelight, is a bit of an older Diamond Art Club painting. I bought it, I think, in 2021, but I'm not really sure. So the quality of those Diamond Art Club drills is a bit different than what they are now. But yeah, what can you do? Also, no Diamond Art Club version of that color yet. Now that lately I'm doing more Diamond Art Club paintings than I have ever done. So I'm hoping to kind of build up a stash of Diamond Art Club spares. Because also right now I just started the first crown jewel canvas ever. It's the ones that I did all videos on last week. I did video on Tuesday unboxing the crown jewel canvases, and then Friday and Saturday I did the kitting up. I already started working on it too, and I've noticed that the ones where I used the Diamond Art Club spares fit way better on those on the grid for that company. So I hope to build up a little Diamond Art Club stash, because I have 2 more of those canvases that I'm going to be working on. And now that I know that, I'm going to try to use not mostly because I don't have that many, but if I have them, I'm going to try to use the Diamond Art Club spares. They just fit way nicer. They are slightly bigger than the ones from the other companies, so that's why they fit better. But I haven't collected as much Diamond Art Club spares yet as I did from some other companies, mainly because, for example, this one, these aren't all spares. These aren't all leftovers. I also threw away some AliExpress kits that I bought early on, that now that I'm more experienced and now that I know what I like and what is licensed and whatnot, that I don't want to do anymore. So I don't really have people in my friends and family that also do diamond painting, so I can't really give them away. So there are a few canvases that I just threw away and kept the drills of, because I knew in the future I would want to do other projects with the spare drills, and I thought they would come in handy, which they do. So I'm very glad that I did keep them. But that's why some bags of spares are really full, and others I only have a little bit of, because they're actually leftovers. For this one there is a lot left, which is nice, but there also was a lot of that color in the painting, so that makes sense. And then again, if you see it like this, this is almost a whole container of those. It doesn't even look like that much, but I know there are quite a few in there. I keep not showing you the bags, but I also keep not having Diamond Art Club spares of those colors yet. So I'm just going to be making a lot of new bags today, I think. Which I didn't think about before starting. I thought this was going to be a fairly quick process, just dump and go, but if I have to make all new bags, it's going to take a little while. I'm hoping actually to finish this video in about an hour, because it's Saturday morning right now and my son has to go to bed in a little bit, and then I hope to have this one finished before he needs to go to bed. But we'll see. otherwise I will just finish a little later. 3, 3, 10. I don't really have a list of what I wanted to talk about today, so I'm just going to be freestyling a little bit. If you know what I mean. I'm just going to talk about whatever comes to mind. I've been seeing some challenge videos go around YouTube lately. Diamond painting challenge, that is, of course. What else are we talking about? And I really like watching those. For example, I watched a video, I'm blanking on the name of the content creator, but she did a video on swapping her screen time for diamond painting time, which was very cool. And I'm thinking of also doing such, not the swapping the screen time because that won't be doable for me, but a challenge video. I want to do a challenge video sometime too, but that is so difficult because all the challenge videos require quite a lot of diamond painting time, and if you don't have kids, if you don't have a job, if you don't have too much responsibilities, you can just push through if you need to, but I can't. I have kids, I have a job, I have a busy life, so I don't have too many hours in the day to spend on diamond painting. And if I wouldn't get my challenge finished, I can't just say, well, I'm not going to take care of my kids today to finish the challenge. No, that's not how it works. So I need to think of a challenge that is doable, that is not that time consuming. So if you have any ideas that you would like to see, let me know, and I might do that challenge that you suggested. It's pretty difficult to think of one. In 16. This is the first kitting down video I'm doing, by the way, because I just recently, a few weeks ago, finished my spare storage system and yeah, had it the way that I like it and that I would also like to show you. Before that, it was not a big mess. It wasn't a big mess, but I didn't have the cards yet, and I didn't have the inserts in all the baggies yet, so it was a bit of a mess, but I could figure it out using that system. But I just wanted something nicer, and that's why I spent a lot of time making this system, not coming up with it because I know a lot more people have this system, but implementing it into my spares. That took a lot of time because, as I said, I have 4 boxes of spare drills, and that's a lot. That's a lot to work through. And I also had some of the AliExpress drills that I mentioned, hadn't sorted them out yet, so I also needed to put those in, and then the boxes were too full, and you know the drill. It's you easily accumulate a lot of crap when you're diamond painting. And for this one I already have spares, but I'm trying to see if these won't be. No, these aren't the new drills, the one with the pointy top. These are the older ones, as are the ones in the bag, so I'm going to put those in there too. Now I'm going to see if these ones are the old ones as well. No, these are the new ones, but I want to see if the colors match. The colors match perfectly, so I'm not going to be separating old Diamond Art Club and new Diamond Art Club drills. That's a bit much. A lot of work and a lot of extra baggies in here. I'm not going to put myself through that. How do you keep your spare drill storage? And do you actually use them for something, or do you just keep them to keep them? If you're not doing Heaven and Earth cross stitch conversion 1 or crown jewel 1, I wouldn't know where you would use your spare drills for. Yeah, maybe to keep, if you run out of a color, then you could easily replace it without bothering the company. That might be a reason, but yeah, how often does that happen? It doesn't happen to me very much. I think I've had that happen twice now in the whole time that I've been diamond painting, so that's not bad at all. So yeah, how often would you actually need your spares if you were just keeping them for that purpose? Not a lot of times, but I know people do. I also know a lot of people just throw them away, and I see those videos of those big pots of all colors mixed drills, and then I'm like, oh, that's such a waste. I get why people do it, and I get why people don't save it if you don't have plans of doing any of those projects. I get it, I know, but to me it feels like a waste, because I'm actually trying to build up a little, not a little, a big spare drill storage stash. As I said, I already started the thingy, the painting, the crown jewel canvas, so I know how it's turning out a little bit. I started on her face. You could have seen that already because I've posted a few updates by now on my Instagram, but I know I like the result that it gives. It is a little bit gappy. I knew that going in here because I'm using spare drills, obviously, and they're not all the same size, they're not the same color, they're not the same quality, so it's a bit gappy. But as I mentioned before, the Diamond Art Club drills fit best on those grids. So I used, for her skin tone in her face and her chest, I used what I had of the skin colors of Diamond Art Club, and those turn out pretty well, I must say. So those aren't too gappy, and if you've been diamond painting for a while, you know skin tones, skin colors, diamond painting skin is the hardest. So if you have drills that don't fit perfectly, then you're going to notice that. Of course, you still notice it. It's not perfect, and it doesn't have to be, but it is way better than using AliExpress drills, for example. This is insane. How many new bags am I making? For almost every color I need a new bag. That is going to take a while. And I already am thirsty. I think I'm going to take a sip of my water and then continue. I'm also not going to be editing that out, as I said. So you can just hear me take a sip. One moment. yeah, if you talk for, this hasn't been that long, it's been 20 minutes that I've been filming, but if you've been talking for a while in one go, then it's pretty difficult to, yeah, to not get a dry mouth. That's a weird thing to say, of course, it's obvious, but I usually don't talk 20 minutes at a time. When does one do that? Not me, at least. Unless I'm filming such a video or whip and chat or anything like that. Because if you have a conversation with someone, at least I am not talking 20 minutes at a time. You get a moment in between to chill, to not talk, to be quiet. And if I'm filming a video, I know some people do these kinds of videos where they don't talk, or they don't talk the whole time, but I find that I don't like watching those videos as much as when someone just talks about random stuff. So I try to do that as well. We have the same color in both. So these are the new drills. I'm sorry, that was a sneeze. These are the new drills again, and these are the older ones, but again, I'm going to be mixing them to not make it harder on myself. Yes, I was looking for my inserts. And this is going to be a pretty full bag, which is nice. I'm now thinking that I will maybe do more of the, what do you call it, crown jewel canvases if I finish the three that I already have. But that would be a bit optimistic because I just started and it is very confetti heavy because it's just a regular size painting, but it has 90 colors and it's computer rendered, of course, so it's very confetti heavy and it's not logical where the drills go. So you can't really, I keep missing drills, I keep missing colors, so I have to go back, find the drills again, and because I just started, I don't know the symbols yet, where they are in my storage container, so I keep searching and not finding them, and I know that will get better, obviously, when I'm working on it more, but takes a lot of work. But I do really like that you can actually use your spout drills for something if you're doing such a project. So that might be my solution from now on, to use up my spare drills a little bit. Because I don't plan on doing another cross stitch conversion ever, maybe. I do really like the idea of them, but I don't like the process. It's not for me. I don't enjoy it that much. I enjoy regular diamond painting way better. I do really like the process of searching through your spares and using them, as I mentioned, which is the part that I really like about doing a cross stitch conversion. But I don't like the actual painting, so that's an important part of the hobby, obviously, way more important than the kitting up part, because that takes ages to finish a painting. I have 3 of them already, and 1 is Diamond Art Club, so yay, don't have to make a bag for once. But with the crown jewel canvases that I'm doing now, you actually don't have that process that I don't like, the actual painting. is the part that I do like. It's just like a regular diamond painting, just a very confetti heavy one, which is not my favorite. If you've watched any of my videos, you probably know that I do like color blocking more than I like confetti. I do like a mix though. I don't want a painting that is only color blocking. That wouldn't be fun either. But the crown jewel are the perfect mix for me. I get the fun of sorting through my spare gels and trying to find the colors that I need. And then I get also the fun of just doing a regular diamond painting and not messing with working off a tablet and all that kind of stuff. So that might be my solution in the future, to use up my spare gels. After this one is done, this video is what I meant. I'm also going to be filming the post review of this kit, the Inside Watery Eyes by Margaret Morales from Diamond Art Club. And you have already seen that video, or at least you could have seen that video if you follow me regularly, because that video will go up next Tuesday. This bag is empty. I'm just going to reuse this bag and put DAC on there. This bag is empty, by the way, because the drills that were in here are now in the containers for the Crown Jewel Canvas. 597. Also needs a new bag. I can't remember what I was talking about. Sorry, by the way, if you can hear my son downstairs. He's with his dad and they're playing, but he's 2, so playing results in crying sometimes as well. He woke up at 5:15 this morning, by the way. So that might be part of it too. He's probably tired, but I'm not going to put him in bed too early, because then the afternoon will be long. I'm trying to think of what I was talking about. I can't remember. Oh, right, I was talking about the post review. My memory sucks. The post review. You could have seen that on Tuesday, last Tuesday. I'm not really sure when this video will go up. I think it's going to go up Saturday 31st. I was trying to think if Saturday was the 1st of September already, but it's not. It's the last of August. So it's probably going up that Saturday. And then the next video, next Tuesday, will be the month in review of August. And that will also be the first time that I'm going to look back on the goals that I made in my last month in review video. That was the first time I did a goals section in the video, and I'm very, very excited about that. I should look back on my goals, because I know a few without looking at the paper, obviously, because I made them myself. But I also, I'm not sure if I remember all of them. This one isn't a Diamond Art Club, by the way, but there are so little drills in there. I'm not going to be making a whole new bag for 15 drills. That's a bit much. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this in an hour, by the way. I've been filming for 30 minutes now and I'm not even halfway done, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's going to be fine. 6:40, also no bag. But if I do the work now, make all the Diamond Art Club bags for all the colors, then the next time I'm dekitting, I'm going to have an easier time because the bags will already be made. I just dropped my sheet. I'm, by the way, not going to be taking off these stickers because that's a bit difficult. It may sound silly, but if I do that, if I use my nail really hurts after a while, and it's really annoying. It's a first world problem, I know, but I usually ask my husband to take the stickers off those, yeah, because he doesn't mind doing it and he's fast at it, so I just ask him to do that for me and he gladly will. So that's nice. 6:44. I'm also thinking, I've been thinking for a long time now, that I want to start doing a logbook of my diamond paintings. So that's where I would put these stickers, for example, and write a little bit of start date, end date, and what I thought of the canvas and all of that kind of stuff. I'm thinking of starting one, but I just have to pull the trigger and do it. I kept all the stickers, that the paintings that I did. I'm grabbing a new box, by the way, because I finished the first one. What was I saying? About the logbook. Yeah, I really want to start keeping a logbook. I think it's fun to have such a thing to look back on, but it will be quite a lot of work for me to start one, because I would like to go back as far as I can and also be able to keep track of the number of finishes in total. So I know I finished, I'm saying I know and then I have to think about it. I think I finished 9 or 10 paintings this year. I'm not sure. Whatever. I finished a number of paintings this year, and it's easy to look back on that. But it's harder to look back in the previous years, because then I wasn't separating them by a year on my Instagram page. I have a highlight over there where I keep track of my finishes. 7:39. I have a total highlight where I kept track of the finishes I had before this year. So when I started painting in 2020, I started to keep track of that on there. And I kept the finishes from this year, I kept them separate. But it is a good way for me to be able to go back on my finishes. If I didn't keep that highlight on my Instagram page, I would have absolutely no idea what I finished, when I finished, and how long it took me. So that's an easy starting point to start the logbook. So I should just do it sometime. Maybe I'll try to make, no, I can't make a video out of that because I need my phone, I need my Instagram account to be able to see when I did and finished all the kits. And I film with my phone where my Instagram account is on, so I can't use it to film and to look back at the same time, if that makes sense. Which is a bit of a shame, but fine. Oh, oops, forgot the insert. I'm almost, yeah, if this video is live, I probably will be, but right now I'm almost at 7,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely insane and something that I never, this one is from Diamond Art Club, but it's a totally different dye lot, so I'm still going to keep them separate, which is totally insane. 7,000 subscribers. I actually never thought I'd reach that. I actually never thought I'd even start a YouTube channel, let alone talk in English. So I'm so happy, I'm so grateful that people are watching my videos, people are liking my videos as far as I can see on the comments. I hope, at least if you watch my videos, that you actually like them. Why else would you watch? I can't get the sticker off. But it's absolutely an insane number, and I'm very grateful. It's not my plan or ambition to do this full time ever, because I already have a job that I really like. I'm a dental hygienist, if you didn't know that. I do that 3 days a week, and that is actually perfect for me. I wouldn't want to be at home making videos all the time, even if it was a possibility, which it clearly isn't right now. But yeah, it's good like this. I like the change. I like to be able to go out and work and then come home and do the things that I like. Diamond paint, be with my family, which is number one, of course. Should have said it the other way around. And make videos for YouTube is just so much fun. We don't have too many plans this weekend. We are going to my grandma tomorrow. Yes, my grandma. So, great grandma of the boys. She is 87, I think, years old. And she lives very close to us. She lives about 7-8 minute walk away, so we always go on Sunday afternoon. We go there. My mom also comes there, and then we have a bit of fun. About an hour and a half is how long we usually stay. Not too long. The boys get to play. The boys really love going to her because they always get treats. What are great grandmothers for, is what she says already. You know what I mean. So yeah. Ooh, I have a lot of these. I also have 2 Diamond Art Club versions. Which one matches better? That one. I'm just going to throw them in here, even though they might be a bit of a different dye lot. It'll be fine. That's my mantra in some cases. It'll be fine. I am a perfectionist in some areas of my life, in most areas actually, but I also can be like, whatever, it'll all work itself out. I'm a bit, yeah, not sure what the English word of that is. Double in that. Can you tell that I ran out of things to talk about? But I still want to keep talking about something. Obviously, you can tell I've been a bit more quiet the last few minutes. I just don't have too much to talk about anymore because I've been talking for a while now. Let's see, 40 minutes. Should imagine talking to yourself for 40 minutes. People might think you're crazy. It is crazy to talk to yourself for that amount of time. But you do what you gotta do to make a nice video. I really like watching these type of videos, or not actually watching because I don't watch them. I listen to them while I diamond paint. But as I said, I do like it a lot more when people keep talking, preferably about diamond painting, because I know a lot of people do live in chats and talk about all random kind of stuff, and I don't really watch those because they're usually talking about, let's say they talk about 5 topics and one of them is actually what interests me. So I'm not going to be listening to someone talk for, yeah, what is it, 30-40 minutes and not caring about most of what they have to say. That sounds really bad, but I hope you get what I mean. If someone is talking about diamond painting, doesn't matter what they're talking about, as long as it is diamond painting related, I love watching that, even if it's just like this kitting up or kitting down and they're just thinking out loud. So they're just like, ooh, 817, I don't have a bag of that yet, let's make one. For example, I love watching to that kind of stuff, but I don't like listening to, yeah, whatever people talk about. I also feel like I maybe shouldn't say this, but I feel like a lot of people are talking about mental health lately, and I know it's a big thing. I know a lot of people struggle with it, but I personally don't, luckily. And therefore I don't really like to listen to people talk about that, because I feel like everybody almost struggles with their mental health lately. Yeah, I'm not going to go into more detail on that to stay away from the controversy and hopefully not step on too many toes with what I said already. If you have an opinion on that, please leave it in the comments, but keep it nicely. Put it nicely. Keep it nice is what I meant. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything else about that. And I know a lot of people talk about their kids as well in these type of videos, or their family life, or their week, or whatever. I do like to listen to that to a certain extent, but I don't like to listen to a video where they're just going on and on about their life that I'm not a part of, that I don't know any people that they're talking about. Yeah. So I try not to do that. I try to stay away from too much personal stuff. Also because I don't really want to share all my personal stuff on here yet, maybe yet. But also because I hear and I see in Facebook groups for example, I see people asking for diamond painting videos where they don't talk about their personal stuff, just about diamond painting. So I try to do that, try to keep it mostly diamond painting related. Of course, it's also fun if you watch someone regularly to get to know them a bit. And I do try to share a little bit of my personal life sometimes, about my kids, about our plans, about our week, about my job, about all the kind of things, but I don't like to talk about it exclusively in such video. Let me know what you prefer when you're watching or listening to these type of videos, because then I can cater to your wishes a little bit. Let's not get overboard. I'm almost at the end of the second box of my spares, which is nice. Still really trying to finish this video in time. Yeah, let's see. These colors also have quite a lot left, which is super nice. I love having diamond orthodox spares. The more the better. And because I recently took out all of the gels for one of the crown jewel canvases, there is a little bit of room in here. If there wasn't room to fit all these gels in, then it wouldn't be fun to me when you're trying to squish bags in that don't actually fit. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. So tonight my husband and I are making putty. That's what we almost always do on Saturday night. We make putty for the next week. We always make 2 putty sets. Usually it's one new one and one restock, but tonight, oh damn it, there's more 905 in here. I forgot to take the last one back out. But what was I saying about the putty? But tonight we're actually making 2 new ones, which is exciting. The new ones always tend to do, not always, most of the times the new ones tend to do a little bit better than the restocks, which makes sense because the restocks, some people already have those, so they don't need to be buying new ones. Because I don't know about you, but it takes a long time for me to go through one plate of putty. So I don't see myself, if I was buying from me, for example, I wouldn't need to buy a new one of the same scent ever, basically. Especially when you have quite a few already, quite a few scents that you switch between. You don't need a new scent, a new one of the same scent, ever. It takes a long time to go through one plate of wax, or wax putty, I meant. We're almost into the 4-digit numbers. Not yet though. 938. There's also a lot left of that. I'm already thinking about my next painting that I'm going to be kitting up, even though my current whips are nearly done. But already thinking about it. That's going to be one from Crafties that has been gifted a while back now but we agreed that I won't work on it for a while. But yeah, that will be my next whip, and I'm very excited because it's a very, very cute image. I think I'm going to be starting that one once I finish Huckleberry Fairy, or at least when I finish a kit that I'm working on now. Doesn't really matter which one it is, but I think for certain that it's going to be Huckleberry Fairy that is going to be finished first, because it sure as hell is not going to be Where the Fun Never Ends. I'm about 30% into that one. It's a very tall painting. It's 137 centimeters long. So that's going to take a while to finish. It does have round drills, so it's a bit faster than squares, but still a very, very huge painting. And Huckleberry Fairy is about halfway done now, and it's going pretty fast because I really, really love working on it. It's such a cute image, and it's one of the newer releases, not new, but the last year or so of Diamond Art Club. So it has the new grid, it has the new drills, and I really, really love that. So I really enjoy working on that. Let's see if that matches. These are the faceted drills as well, so I'm just going to be putting them in here. I'm a bit over making all the bags, which you probably can imagine. It's not the most fun thing to do. But here we are again, making another bag. I really thought I would have plenty of these little cards. I had like this big of a stack before I started, but right now I'm running low, so I hope I can finish this before the cards run out. I'm sure as hell not going to be making new ones of those right now. 3,000. Yay, one that I already do have a bag of. Let's see. These are actually the pointy ones as well, just as these ones are. Have to make a new bag of those. But the ones that I just started, the Crown Jewel canvas, is not going to be finished anytime soon. I worked on it, on a section of it last night again, and it takes quite a bit longer to finish such a section. In the first place, as I said, because it's very confetti heavy, because I just started it, I don't know the symbols yet. It has 90 colors, so yeah, it's not going that fast. It will speed up a bit once I get to know the colors, but yeah, not right now. But I just started one, so I'm not going to be finishing that one first. That's probably going to be a bit of an ongoing whip for a while. I'm also still working on the Diamond Painting Deutschland painting with the 225 colors, which I did 2 sections of not too long ago. I'm still working on that one, still trying to chip away at it a little bit at a time, but that's also a long-term project. And Diamond Art by Nikki, my friend, and I are going to be starting a new painting soon, because this one, the Inside Watery Eyes, these containers, is the one that we just finished, that we did together, and we're going to be starting a new one next week. Oh, something fell. But we're going to be starting a new one next week. The update for that one, the first update, is going to be going up on my Instagram tomorrow. But if you watch this video for this long, I think you deserve a little spoiler of which one it is. In one of the last videos I gave a hint of which one it is, but we ended up changing the one that we're working on, so that hint doesn't really apply anymore. I gave a hint that it was going to be, what's it called? Oh, really? I can't remember. What's it called? By the Light of the Moon. I would say my all-time favorite painting. My most anticipated painting to work on. But Nikki really wanted to work on another one, which is totally fine. I don't really care what we work on. But the one that we're going to be working on now is going to be Cinderella from Molly Harrison. It's a round tail painting. It's fitting with the time of year because we're going into September, we're going into October, which is Halloween, obviously, and that's a pretty Halloweeny painting. So yeah, that's the one we're going to be working on. I still need to kit that one up. That's also on my to-do list for today or tomorrow, because we're going to be, as I said, starting it next week. I do have a lot of these colors now. I don't have to be making a lot of bags, which is very, very nice. And I realize I skipped that number. I'm going to go back in a little bit. But first, take that little drill out of there. And just as I said that I don't need to keep making bags, I do. It's fine. But I'm very excited to be starting a new painting. Starting a new painting is always so much fun. And especially if I'm doing it with a friend, that really adds an extra layer to a painting. That also adds, yeah, something. We set a set amount of sections that we're going to be working on each week, and that is just, yeah, that's just what I do that week. Obviously, I'm not sure how I can explain it, but that's in my mind, that's a non-negotiable for the week. I just have to finish those 3 sections. Probably going to be doing 3 sections again, or 2, not sure. We haven't really discussed that this time, but that's what I have to complete that week. And then the extra time I get, I spend on my own whips, but that one comes first in my mind, at least. That's a priority to get that one done. I'm a bit overdoing this. If that wasn't clear already, I am in the home stretch. I have, I think, no, I do have quite a lot of colors left. I'm mainly overdoing this because I know my son needs to go to bed soon, and I really want to get this finished before that, because otherwise I have to take my phone off the stand and have to reposition it again. And it's hard to get it in the same position once I take it off. And I also know my husband will be waiting for me to be done, to get downstairs to take over the kids. But what can you do? Work has to come first. No, that's a joke. This isn't work. I just gave you a whole thing about how it's not work, and it's really, it isn't work. It was just a little joke. 3, 7, 5, 6. Also quite a bit left. And I also have the washing machine on. Yeah, I don't have it on. I paused it for this video because it's right outside the door here. And if I leave it on when I film, you can hear it in the background, and I didn't want that. But it still has 23 minutes on the cycle. And that also preferably needs to be done before my son can go to bed, because the washing machine is in the attic. And he sleeps on the first floor, and the washing machine is really loud when it's trying to get the water out in the end. So I really hope I can get this done. I might need to cut it short and do the ABs off camera. I think I'm going to be doing that because this video is already very long, and I also need to have the space on my phone to be able to edit the video. And as you can hear, I also ran out of things to talk about anyway. Still quite a lot of colors left. 3, 7, 8, 7, 65. 3, 7, 65. I'm not sure what I'm going to be working on tonight when we make the putty, because my husband actually does a lot of the work when making putty, because when you're rolling it out, it's quite a strenuous job. It's hard on your arms and on your hands, and he is a man. So it's a bit easier for him to do that than it is for me. So he does the mixing of the scents and the colors in the putty. He rolls it out, and then I cut the pieces to size. I finished this box. The last one. This is the last one. 3, 7, 8, 7. These are so little drills. I'm just going to be putting them in here. So what was I saying about the putty making? So yeah, when we make putty, I actually can do something in between. I don't have to work all the time, so I usually just paint on a painting where I can stop at any time and where it doesn't take too much brain power to work on that, because I keep getting pulled away from it. And so I'm not sure which one I'm going to be working on tonight, but it probably will be either Huckleberry Fairy or Where the Fun Never Ends. Those are my two easy whips at the moment. If I get the new one that I'm doing with Diamond Art by Nikki, the Cinderella one from Molly Harrison. If I get to kitting that up today, I also could start that one tonight, but I don't think I will, even if I get it kitted up, because we're actually supposed to start it next week. But if I were to start it tonight, it would be fine, obviously. She wouldn't mind, I hope, at least. But I don't think I will be doing that. Another box, and then also on to the last one of this. And we only have 6 cards in here too, because these are the ABs, which is good. And we already have a bag of them. Yay! Eight, 11. That's too different. Still need to make a bag. This will be the first time in a long time, by the way, that I will have 2 round drill paintings kitted up at once. I usually try to have one going, one round drill painting going, because I like the change that it brings to the mostly square paintings that I'm usually doing. But right now I'm doing Where the Fun Never Ends. I'm doing that by myself. And with Nikki, the Cinderella one is also round. So I'm going to have 2 rounds kitted up at once, which will be different, new. This washi tape trick with putting the stickers on a container really is very handy. This is the 3rd time, I think, I've been doing it like this, and I don't think I will be doing it any other way ever. It does come loose a little bit sometimes, like over here, but yeah, it's fine. I don't really care. I just care that it's easy to get down, and then I don't have to ask my husband and wait for my husband to take his stickers off. And I also think that it looks kind of fun when you have this washi tape under it. Before, I also tried to put some clear Scotch tape, is that what it's called, under it to wrap presents with. But that also is, it's not hard to take off. It's easier to take off than just the regular stickers like this, but it's way harder to take that off than it is to take the washi tape off. I am going to be putting these ones in here too. They don't totally match, but there weren't many in there anyway. From this one I have a little Diamond Art Club bag already, which is good. The next one, whoa, this one, 3833. I actually don't have a bag of at all. There aren't many colors in here where I don't yet have a bag of spares of, so that's cool. I also had, I ordered a book thingy where they stated all the DMC colors, and it had a sticky part where you can stick some drills on, just to keep track of all the ones that you have, all the spare colors that you have. And I was once upon a time I was planning on putting all my spares in there, but I decided just not to bother with that. It's just too much work for, yeah, for what? I don't know why I would be doing that. Just because it looks nice, just to know if I have all the spares, which I know I don't. So what's the point? Almost done. For this one, there are 4 colors left. And for the other one, there are 3. So, yay. My son is crying again, so I can't wait to be done, to get him in bed, because he's so tired. Poor thing. I'm not a bad mom, by the way. His dad is with him, so if it was too bad, he could also easily just put him in bed, but I like to do that. I like to put him in bed when I'm at home. His dad is with him at home more than I am, so he gets to put him in bed way more often than I do. So I really like to try to do that when I'm home. We're going to be ordering fries and snacks for tonight's dinner. And I'm really looking forward to that. I'm actually trying to lose a little bit of weight, which may not seem like it when I'm talking about fries and snacks. But once a week, Saturday night, we most of the time on Saturday night, we order in. And it's almost always fries and snacks, because that's what the boys like. They don't eat pizza. They don't eat pretty much any of the other takeout stuff you can get. So we're pretty bound to fries, which isn't a bad thing, because we really like to eat that too. I'm not sure, by the way, I'm just noticing now. I did notice it, I knew it, but I forgot that we have this color, which is a 6000 number from Diamond Art Club, which is a new one they made up. A new DMC number that they made up to fill in the gaps color-wise that were missing. But obviously that's not an actual DMC number, so we don't have a sticker for that. We don't have a bag for that. I'm just going to be writing that down. I'm not sure why I'm putting DAC on there, because obviously it's from Diamond Art Club. But yeah, I'm still going to put it in a bag. Get in there. This is the last color. Yay! I'm just going to put that at the end of the rope. Shoving this back in here. Putting these back. Now I only have the ABs left to do. Pull these up as well. So only the ABs are left right now that I need to put away. But as I said, I'm not going to be filming that because I need to end this video. I really do. So I'm going to let you guys go now. I hope you liked watching this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like and comment if you have something to say. And yeah, really glad you were here and that you listened to me talk for an hour and 15 minutes. Hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!